Good day everyone, I'm Syan Irill Suza from ABMYA-3. Ang ating pag-aaralan today ay about ratio and rate. Ano pang hinihintay natin? Let's start! Again, let's begin in ratio and rate. What is ratio? First, the quantitative relation between two amounts showing the number of times one value contains or is contained within the other. In mathematics, a ratio indicates how many times one number contains another. It can be written as A colon B, read as A is to B, or A to B, or it can also written as A over B. So it means ratio refers to the quantitative relationship between two or more quantities. It is a way of comparing two or more values in terms of their relative sizes or proportions. In a ratio, the quantities being compared are often of the same kind or have a similar attribute. For example, a ratio could compare the number of boys to the number of girls in a class, the amount of sugar to the amount of flour in a recipe, or the distance traveled to the time taken in a journey. Ratios can be simplified or expressed in different forms. Ratio can also be used to solve various mathematical problems, such as proportionally scaling or finding missing values in a proportion. It's important to note that ratios indicates relative values and do not provide the actual quantities or units involved. They are simply a way of comparing quantities in relation to each other. Example number 1 for ratio. There are 24 apples and 36 oranges in a basket. Find the ratio of apples to oranges. To find the ratio of apples to oranges, we simply divide the number of apples by the number of oranges. So, ayan. Ratio ng apples is 24. And ang ratio ng oranges is 36. Yan, nakuha na natin yung numbers of apples and numbers of oranges. So, next is isi-simplify natin. To simplify the ratio, we can divide both the numerator and denominator by their greatest common divisor, or GCD, which is 12 in this case. 24 divided by 12 is equal to 2. And then, yung oranges is 36 divided by 12 is equal to 3. Therefore, the ratio of apples to oranges in the basket is 2 is to 3. Yan na yung answer natin. Okay. Sa second example naman tayo. In a bag of candies, there are 16 chocolate candies and 64 strawberry candies. Find the ratio between the number of chocolate candies to the number of strawberry candies. So, to find the ratio of chocolate candies to strawberry candies, we simply divide the number of chocolate candies by the number of strawberry candies. And yung ratio ng ng chocolate candies 16, and then yung strawberry candies is 64. And then simplify natin. We can divide both the numerator and denominator by their GCD, which is
16. 16 divided by 16 equal 1. So, ito naman, chocolate candies. And then, yung strawberry, 16 divided by 16. Therefore, the ratio between the chocolate candies to strawberry candies in a bag is ito pa lang ako. 64 divided by 16 is 4 yan. So, 1 is to 4. And ang ating answer dyan, number 3. A local farm produces 162 rice sacks and 45 potato sacks in a day. Find the ratio of rice sacks to potato sacks. So, yun lang din is 162 upper 45. And simplify natin. Ang GCD natin dito is 9. So, 162 divided by 9 equal 18 rice sacks. And then yung potato sacks is 45 divided by 9 equal 5 potato sacks. Therefore, the ratio of rice sacks to potato sacks is 18 is to 5. And ang ating answer sa last example sa ratio. Next, what is rate? First, a rate is a little bit different than ratio. It is a special ratio. Second, it is a comparison of measurements that have different units. Third, a unit rate is a rate with a denominator of 1, like 30 km per hour or 30 km per 1 hour. So, it refers to the measurement of change in one quantity with respect to another quantity. It quantifies how one quantity changes in relation to another over specified period of time or within a given context. Rates are often expressed as a ratio, where the numerator represents the change in quantity being measured, and the denominator represents the corresponding change in the reference quantity or time. Common examples of rates include speed, growth rate, interest rate, exchange rate, or reaction rate. Next is, dito naman tayo sa rate. Example 1. Sarah drives 240 miles in 4 hours. What is her average speed in miles per hour? So, to find the average speed, we can divide the distance traveled by the time taken. So, speed to distance, yan, and then 240 miles divided by 4 hours is equal to 60 miles per hour. Yan, divide lang natin. Therefore, Sarah average speed is 60 miles per hour. Ayan ang ating sagot. Example 2. A factory produces 500 units of product in 8 hours. What is the production rate of the factory in units per hour? So, ganun lang din. To find their production rate, divide natin yung units sa time. So, yan yung 500. Divide natin sa 8 hours. And then, equal to 62.5 units per hour. Therefore, the production rate is 62.5 units per hour. Yan ang answer natin. And dito na tayo sa last na example for rate. A delivery person delivers 120 packages in 6 days. What is the average daily delivery rate for the delivery person? So, ganun din, to find the average daily delivery rate, you need to calculate the total number of packages delivered per day. Equal 120. Ayan, nakuha na natin. And then, i-divide natin. 120 packages divided by 6 days is equal to 20 packages per day. Therefore, the average daily rate for the delivery person is 20 packages per day. And yan na ang ating last. Now, these are the difference between ratio and rate. Ratio compares similar units, can be written 3 different ways, and read it using the word to. Rate compares different units, read it using the word per, and allows you to calculate the better deal. Both ratio and rate written as fractions, and reduce to lowest form. Ngayon, magbibigay naman ako ng inyong sasagutan para malaman natin kung may natutunan nga ba tayo. So, ayan. Bibigyan ko kayo ng 2 minutes para sagutan ito. At i-check natin. Tapos na ba kayo? At dahil dyan, ipapakita ko na ang sagot. Charan! Ayan na ang ating answers. So, nakuha nyo ba ang tamang sagot? Very good!
And that's all about for our lesson today. But wait, bago matapos ang lahat, may isa-share lang po muna tayo na kasabihan. And sana ma-inspire tayo. Ito na nga. Silence is better than unmeaning words. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. Like what you do, and then you will do your best. And the quote for today is, "It is better to solve one problem 5 different ways than to solve 5 problems in one way," by George Polya. And dito na natatapos ang ating mga aral for today. Thank you for listening and goodbye. Always take care.